Hey everyone, welcome back, y'all. We are finally back with our late but still here June budget, y'all. We're keeping things as simple as humanly possible for the rest of this month. I am extraordinarily busy this coming weekend. I will be busy next week until I leave. I'm prepping my dogs, my Chihuahua babies, my fur babies, to go to daycare next week. I'm getting ready to get my nails done. I'm getting hair extensions put in. We just went clothes shopping the other day. I do not have an expense tracker, y'all, and I will talk about how much I'm spending to go to Tunisia in the full bit. But right now, let's just go over our household expenses for right now. One of them has to be updated because I didn't put the actual amount. I put the amount I was going to pay, but then I went ahead and increased it, and there's reasons for that. So we'll get to that here in a minute. That will be my Verizon bill. But right now, we're going to go ahead and speak about my rent. My rent is $750. That also includes mowing that I have done every other week. But I do pay $750 year-round now. My utilities will include not only my gas, which is my water heater. It's the only thing in my house that is gas. It also includes my electric. And that came in between the two at $325 for the month. Then we go down to Xfinity. Xfinity was $215 this month. There was a couple of movies that my daughter Danya wanted to rent for $3.99 a piece. She went ahead and did that. This also includes cable, internet, and security. It's all through Xfinity. So it was a little bit higher this month for that reason, but not very much higher. It usually runs in the 190s, so that's fine. Now let's talk about Verizon. Verizon says $295. That was going to be my payment for just this month because I did just buy my daughter a brand new upgraded Samsung Galaxy FE22, I believe it is, phone for her birthday at the end of April. I do have to pay for her taxes on that and the first payment on that. After that, I did get a coupon, y'all, and this is why I jumped on it for her birthday. Instead of paying $22 a month for the foreseeable future, I would only have to pay $12 per month. Now, this is not something I get credit on. I will be paying $12 every month until it is paid off. Y'all, it's an almost $800 phone. It's got 256 gigabytes. I maxed her out almost as much as I possibly could. And so it includes all those fees and all. However, I didn't pay $295 because she, myself, and my son are on this plan. My daughter, her boyfriend, my mother, and her husband are also on this plan, so I have 7 of us. I decided to take the chump and pay the whole bill this month for everybody. So the actual payment that should have come out and did come out today was $412. Now, next month, my daughter will resume paying her phone. My daughter's boyfriend will pay his, and then my parents will pay theirs at $30 a piece for everyone. We do have the Xfinity G5 Start, which is unlimited text, data, all of that stuff. So we don't have to count minutes. I don't have to worry about anybody going over. There is no overage or anything like that. It's all unlimited. Our subscriptions came in at $120 for the different subscriptions that we have in the house. The gaming subscriptions, my daughter's subscription, different subscriptions that I actually have as well. And then after that, we have PC, which is our pest control company, came in at $50, and he comes every other week. And then he is now spraying our yard, so that will be increasing to $90 a month because they spray our yard now during the summertime, which gets rid of any kind of fleas, ticks. It's got a mosquito shield in the full bit on it. So when we go outside, those little chiggers that are in the ground, they don't bite us, y'all, because they dead. They gone. They're not in our yard. So it's really nice to go outside if we go out at night and not have to worry about getting bit on our ankles or mosquitoes and things like that. So it's a really, really cool product that they're using. And it is kid and pet safe after 30 minutes. You got to let it sit on the... They let it sit on the grass for 30 minutes. Our pest control guy comes out. He is amazing. After that, you have CC and CB. CC is my credit card that I am paying off, y'all, and next month is my last month to pay off my Capital One credit card. It has already been terminated. I am not using it. It's gone, but I still need to pay on it, y'all. So next month will be my last payment in July, and that will drop, and I will no longer have that debt. CB is my credit builder. I am paying $150 per month. So this is a combination of both of them. I'm paying $150 per month for my credit builder, $100 per month for my credit card until that's paid off. The credit builder will be completed in beginning of April. They will hand me back $1,664. I'm using that payback as part of my restock in April. And it's also helped me build my credit. My son did go ahead and get his allowance at $50. Next month, we will increase that to $75 per month because he's doing a lot more for me now. My Affirm account, which has a lot of different nid bits and things that I have bought, I am paying $100 per month. You'll see what's going on in my debt update for that. And then that would be it. So the total isn't really actually true. It says $2,215, but remember I have to add an extra couple, about 150 or so more dollars in that, because I decided to pay everybody's phone bill for this month only. So with that being said, once everything is paid, and has been paid, and everything has been paid for this month because everything comes out on the 3rd, with the exception of Verizon, which came out today. Everything's been paid for the month, so we don't have to worry about anything else. Everything is on auto draft, and I absolutely love it that way. I go to bed on the 2nd, I get paid on the 3rd at about 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and bills start rolling out right about 5 or 6 in the morning. By 11 o'clock in the morning, everything with the exception of Verizon has been paid, and I don't have to worry anything for the rest of the month if I've got my bills paid or not. I do believe, did I miss one here? I thought I missed one. Subscriptions, Verizon, Xfinity, utilities. My trash doesn't seem to be on here. If it is, I am missing it. But I did pay a trash bill too. Nope, it's on here. I apologize. It is on here for $60. I do pay trash every 3 months, so that it was on there. Okay, so that is on there. Great. So we're moving down to groceries, and I've only put one cash envelope situation for that right now. I'm new to using the sheet, so I haven't really finished it yet, but I am going to get on it, y'all. And that was the $200 for groceries that I was supposed to have at the beginning of the month, and I ended up going over and spending $285. So I budgeted $200, but I spent $285. Now, with that being said, I haven't done the sinking funds and other categories over here yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use that because the sinking funds doesn't have very many lines, but I'll work it if I have to combine a whole bunch of sinking funds together. So that is what I have for my June budget. Now let's go into an exciting situation, and then wait till you hear what happened today. Oh my goodness. The item that came in today through the mail was something that wasn't expected, and I didn't think was going to happen because I had done something a while back and I got no response. So I thought, whatever, it's okay. So that is coming here shortly, and then I'm going to show you why I'm stuffing an additional $400 and where it's going to go. So debts. Let's talk about debts. Myself, my son, and my daughter Danya all have iPhones. My son and I both have an iPhone SE. We absolutely love them. The only thing I would go back and change is we both have 64 gigabytes. I would have got a much higher gigabyte had I known that apps take up so much space on your phone, and so does the iOS update. The iOS update is almost taking up 20% of my phone. So it's crazy, but that's about the only thing I would go back and change. It says here that we each pay $20 a month, and we don't. We have a $20 credit each for my son and myself. So with that being said, my son and I don't pay for our bill because we have a Verizon credit every month because our bill is supposed to be free for the phone. So he currently had $154 before the beginning of this month left on his phone for his credit to pay. And then once that's all paid off, he owns his phone. Now, again, we're not paying on it, but I did put it as a debt, and I don't feel like I should have put it as a debt because we're not paying on the actual phone. But just for visual purposes, we're down to $134 on his phone, and it will be paid off. Same for mine. Mine is at $307 because I got mine a little bit later than he had his. I got his for his birthday when he turned 10. I got mine later than he did, as I said. Mine was standing at $307. After the $20 credit, we're down to $287 on mine. Philip, can you turn off the overhead light, please? Okay. Now we're going to go down and we're going to talk about the next one. The next one is $770. That is my daughter Danya's phone as it currently stands. instead of paying the $770, instead of paying just the $12 a month, I do have to pay for this phone. This is a debt. I have decided I'm going to throw $20 at it every single month. So now I am down to $750. Danya's phone does not have any interest whatsoever. It is 100% interest free the entire time. So that is Danya's brand new phone that I got her. So no problems there. We're getting that paid. And then we're going to go to my Credit One credit card, y'all. I had at the beginning in February over $600 for that card that I needed to pay. And I put a down payment on it. I spoke with the gentleman, told him what was going on. I did not realize I still had this card. It had to have been when I was still married to my ex-husband, and it was showing up on my credit report. I called them. I spoke with them, and I made a deal with them. So I paid a portion in February, and then I started paying $100 a month until this is paid off. Before June, it was $264 left to pay. I pay $100 a month. I'm down to $164. For July, I have asked them to pay off the rest of the portion of the $164, and that will be debt gone. So I won't have that debt hanging over me anymore. And I am super, super excited about that. So then we have my Affirm account. My Affirm account has a bunch of little items that I have purchased for my kids. I've purchased a computer screen, which is actually a flat screen TV that I use. It's a widescreen TV, and it's just got a bigger surface space even for the kids. So I have two of those. One is a TV I needed to replace in my living room. Y'all, they're only, I believe, 32-inch TVs. They are amazing. The second one is hooked up as my computer screen for our living room computer. We have two of those. And then my kids have some cubicle systems. I got rid of their drawers, and I went into fabric cube drawers. And then they each have a 9 cubicle system for their clothing now, and it absolutely is working amazing. So we had a pretty good high balance on here, and I've got a pretty good spending limit on there, so I really need to watch myself because I do like to spend. So before June's payment, it was $595. All combined, I only have to pay $100 a month for everything that I've purchased through them. And I'm sure there's something I'm probably missing. So after that payment, we're down to $495. And I can pay more on it if I want. They do recommend that you pay over time. Oh, I apologize. My son's Oculus headset is on there as well. I knew there was something else. So anyways, we're down to $495. And they want you to pay over time because that will help raise your credit limit. Now, their percentage rate on paying over time is not like a buy now, pay later furniture place like Aaron's or rent to own or anything like that. No. It is much, much lower. For instance, I'm paying $35 a month on my son's Oculus headset. His Oculus headset was like $477, $78. I'm paying $35. I'm paying that for 12 months. And after the 12 months, I only have a $60 interest in the whole 12 months. That's it. So I probably will pay that off after 6 months, so that I only have like maybe a $30 interest for the whole entire 6 months. That's not $30 a month. That's $30 in total. So I'm okay with carrying a balance on this for right now. And because I am building my credit with this, I am actually getting a credit rise in this as well. And I'm super, super excited. So with all of this coming in, it was coming in pretty high. But here's the deal, y'all. That I've only paid, what was it? After all that's taken care of. Hold on, I'm going to mess my spot up here. Okay, so all my debts come out to, before all the payments went through, they came out to $2,090. I've paid $260 in payments, minus $40 of that, y'all, because $40 is me and my son's phone. So I basically paid $240 or $220. Now I have a total balance owed left of $1,800, and I want to say that is $30. Yes, $30. So when it all comes and says, and I have to pay everything off. Now, I'm not really considering very much of my daughter's phone. Yes, it's a debt, but y'all, it's $20 a month, okay? My son's phone, my phone, is not a debt. We're not paying on it. Yes, again, my daughter's phone is a debt, but I'm not looking at $20 a month as really a debt, even though it technically is. After I pay off my credit card next month in July, that is debt free. Y'all, I am down to almost nothing for debt. Like literally almost nothing. If you take into consideration just the Affirm payment, that will be $100 per month, and my daughter's phone bill, our phone payment is $120. And once I pay off the Affirm, I'm down to just $20 a month. So we are making extraordinarily good progress when it comes to this, and progress as well. So that is what I have there. Now, let's talk about why I have an additional $400. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Why do I have an additional $400? Because I just stuffed envelopes today, right? My son went to the mailbox today, and I'm not sure how I feel about this right now. I'm kind of like in La La Land and kind of like, Last year when my children were still in school, when Philip and Jessica were still in school, and Danya, you know, is a public school student anyways, they were sending out forms to parents whose children were either reduced lunch or free lunch at school. Now, I always am honest with my income, and I put my entire income on my budget sheet for the kids' lunches, expecting to pay at least a reduced price, if not a full price, for my kids' lunches. They told me do not take into consideration child support. I thought, okay, that's strange, but that's part of my income. I went ahead and put in everything because I'm honest. And I got a sheet back with the understanding that my children received free lunch. So I called the lady and I said, are you sure this is my income? This is my kid's name. Here is their student IDs. She said, yes, ma'am, I'm sure you guys are qualified for free lunch. I was a little concerned about that because I didn't think that we should have or were available to qualify, but we did. I pulled Philip and Jessica out in December of 2021. This was back in April of 2021. I said, okay. So in late April 2021, I had gotten some information that there was a PEBT card available to all children on free and or reduced lunch. And I thought, we don't get food assistance. So I don't anywhere near qualify for food assistance. My income is too high. I filled out this sheet thinking, okay, maybe they needed this for purposes because they asked us to fill it out regardless whether we qualified or not, for the school because it actually helped the school district. I was thinking, okay, well, I'll fill it out so that the school district could get whatever credits or something like that that they could get for the school. And I thought, okay, I'll do that. Well, today I opened up my box. Now, let's remember, this was in April of 2021. My kids received free lunch at the beginning of the school year in August of 2020. Because the kids were all three still in school. Now Philip and Jessica are homeschooled. So I had my son go out to the mailbox today, grab my mail. I was waiting on some packages to come in. And lo and behold, there are 3 debit cards in the mail. And I'm thinking, I did not apply for a debit card. Oh my God, somebody's trying to get into one of my accounts. Something's going on. We looked through the information and they sent each one of my children a PEBT debit card for $375 each. I did not expect this to happen because I was told to just go ahead and fill it out to help the school district out because they would get some kind of a credit back per child. But I was under the understanding my kids wouldn't receive any money because we didn't qualify because of our income. They sent cards anyways. So we don't regularly get food stamps. I pay in cash for my food. And I have no problems with anybody who does receive food stamps, because that's an assistant program a lot of parents are needing, especially right now with the increase of, it's almost getting to the point, let's be honest. I try not to get political on my channel whatsoever, but the increase in raising prices of food is astronomically ridiculous. It is going to get to the point people are going to have to choose between putting a food over their child's head or putting food on the table. And that is not something that I agree with. I agree with everybody being able to have what they need and being able to feed their kids all the meals that they need to have every single day and not be able to be stressed about it. Unfortunately, that's not the reality here in the United States currently, and it's super sad. So I now have $1,150 worth of this PEBT card allotted to my children. I will not need this $400 when I leave to go to Tunisia. I will use that money to restock my fridge, freezer, pantry, and anything that my children need and or want. That money is for my children. That money is going to my kids. That is the way that I am. I am super duper shocked. Again, I don't feel like I should have gotten this money because of my income, but it clearly stated on there my kids qualified. And even though I was filling this form out for the school to try to help the school out, because they wanted every single parent to fill it out, and specifically it said on there, even if you don't qualify, please fill out. Please return back. So I did that. And it's been over a year, y'all. Over a year. I didn't hear nothing back. So I thought, okay, cool. At least the school got some credit. Anything I could do to help the school system out at that time. But now I've got $1,150. I am floored that I got that. And in the time that I got it in, right before I leave. So what am I going to do with the $400 that was for groceries? Because like I said, I'm going to go out and get my kids everything that they need and stock this house. And stock some fast eating items like pizza rolls and pizza and, some junky junk items for them that will make it a little easier for them to have meals in that while I'm gone. So here's my emergency fund. You all know that whatever grocery money at the end of the week I don't use, I roll over into my emergency fund. That is how I rebuilt my 1,000 emergency fund, and it is fully funded now. Okay. So with that being said, we are going to put the entire $400 into my 1 month ahead. Again, I've mentioned this many times, and I just want it for clarification purposes in case this is your first video. I do not go into this unless it is an absolute emergency situation. This is going to be a fully funded 12-month binder for months ahead, for a whole year ahead. I am putting all $400 in here. Holy cow. This is a blessing like I've never seen before, because I wasn't expecting that. Now, where am I going to put that $400 since it's in my 1 month ahead? Well, let me show you something first. This is something that you'll be seeing here shortly again. In my homeschooling packets that I have gotten from Etsy, they have shopping lists in the homeschooling packets, believe it or not. Love it. Absolutely love it. We're going to fill this out, and I'm not filling it out on screen, but we're going to do some serious damage on getting my kids stocked up. That $400 is going to be my emergency fund for, and I'll show you here in just a minute. I'm going to show you one more sheet first. This was also in my homeschooling packet. And I can't wait to get into this homeschooling packet, honestly, y'all, when I start showing you my homeschooling setup. Because this packet that I got from Etsy was amazing. It's a bigger packet. It has all, daily schedule, grading papers. It's got everything in it. It's just amazing. This has this lunch, snack, and dinner. It does not have breakfast ideas, but let me tell you, my kids are big, hot breakfast eaters. So I am going to create one that just has breakfast on there, but this is for lunch, snack, and dinner. I will be using this while I'm gone for my kids to know what they can have for lunch, snacks, and dinners for each day. I will also create one either tonight or tomorrow that just does breakfast, so they can just look at their sheet and say, okay, this is what's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and snack. So that is part of the $1,150 stock up all of a sudden, out of nowhere. Now I wanted to come back and show you this again. This is Budget with Free, also known in the Etsy world as Crafted by Free. Y'all, we are all throwing Free's name up here. Again, I did this in my video before. She is just under 1K subscribers. We are all pulling for her to get this 1K. This is going to make a difference in her life. Right now, she has lost her job of 35 years. I am shocked at what she put together and showed us. Thank God she is a budgeter and she knows what she's doing. She has put her savings challenges, her savings everything envelopes into play to keep her afloat for the next 6 months. I was floored to watch that video today. Please run over to Budget with Free, FRE, and check out that video. We all want to see her get to 1K because if she gets monetized, she's got the hours. I've been told she has the hours. She needs the subscribers. Please go over and subscribe to her. Help her out by helping her reach that goal. When she gets monetized, she can use that extra money to help her family out currently right now. She is doing an amazing job. And I could not speak enough amazing words about Free. She is just down to earth. She is an amazing mom, an amazing YouTube creator, an amazing budgeter. Oh my gosh, 6 months she's got already, y'all, in place just in case something was to hit the fan, and something hit the fan and she's ready for it. It's amazing. You have to go watch the video. She's also amazing with Etsy. She has got such talent. And I do buy from her, so I do know. But anyways, this is one of her sheets. This is her 1 month ahead sheet. This is the sheet that I am going to use 12 times over because I am doing a full year ahead, fully funded emergency fund. Not a 1 month ahead, add these bills until July. These are strictly going to stay in the envelopes until something hits the fan and I need to pull immediately from it. I want to have a 1 year ahead. And now that I've seen what Free did when she lost her job, how she's got 6 months in place, now I know how crucial this really is. So I am not going to put anything else into this right now. The ones that are already colored in, I've already done. However, I'm hoping that this is the right page. Son, is that the groceries?
Yep.
Okay, my son is right. Well, we're going to play with my son's page that he created. One of my son's pages. This is the 1 month ahead groceries. Now, because there's sometimes 5 weeks in a month, or sometimes prices are going up, or maybe we over budget, this has enough for $1,000 for a month ahead. I'll be able to supply my children with enough food for 1 month ahead if and when needed at that time and something hits the fan and I need to pull from this. I am going to have my son off camera take my colored pencils and color in 4 bags. Those 4 bags are going to represent the $400 I just put into my emergency fund. So we are rolling over next week and the week after food funding into my emergency binder. And it most likely will roll over yet again for another week. Those grocery money cards that came in for my children will be used properly. I will make sure that they're used in a fashion and form to supply my children with a lot of food that they need. We will be stocking up on meat. I know I was going to do a meat stock up, but I'm still going to do that for the Jordan Budgets challenges. But I really need to stock up on chicken breast. It's going to be a hunt to find it because in my area, we're still really low. We did see 2 bags of frozen chicken breast the other day at Walmart. They were the 8-pound bags. They wanted $30 for 8 pounds. And I thought, oh my goodness. So we're going to be on a mission to find some chicken breast. I am going to stock up a bunch of ground beef for my kids. I'm going to stock up on a bunch of breakfast items frozen for my kids. I will just stock up on a lot of things that my kids will need. We are blessed to have this money. I am super shocked. Again, we didn't receive any information. So my hopes were that the school was able to get some form of credit and for me to help them out by filling out that form. But I guess in reality, it came back and helped us out as well. So y'all, that's what we have for this evening. I'm going to retire early to bed. I'm still sick as can be. My throat is super sore. I've got a headache. I've got a cold. We'll get over it. But until next time, guys, please remember, please go over to Budget with Free and please subscribe to her channel. watch her latest video, because at any time anything can happen. She's held a job since she was 15 years old, and she's been in that job employment for 35 years. And out of nowhere, they said, we're downsizing, and she loses her job. If you don't have an emergency fund in place, if you don't have a 1K emergency in place, plus months afterwards, groceries, rent, electric, just your bare bones basics, gas if you have a hot water heater that runs on gas like we do, then you're going to be in trouble. And I've learned that with budgeting. I used to be a prepper, and I still am a prepper. I shut down my prepping channel for certain reasons. But I learned I can still prep and budget at the same time. And this is a form of prepping. This is prepping for something to happen in the future. This is prepping to make sure that my children's needs are met, their basic needs, their necessity needs, that a roof is over their head, that they have electricity in the house, they got gas for hot water, they'll have food, I'll have a buffer, because the buffer's also in here as well in this packet that my son helped create, and we'll have the necessary needs, and we'll be fully funded for an entire year. This will take us a while, but now I know how crucial it is to have emergency funding. So, little by little, add it up, y'all. It will increase. I just stuck another $400 in there. I had been putting my extra leftover grocery money at the end of every single week in there, and in no time flat, I went from 0 to 1K for my very first emergency fund. Now I'm working on my 1 month ahead. Once that is fully funded, I will go into the second month, and I will repeat that until I have all 12 months. You have to do it. Nowadays, nothing is guaranteed, including a job. So next time, we'll see ya maybe in a couple of days. Let's see if I can get over this cold. Take care. Stay safe. Without limits. Budgets is out.